However, that time is still far off. My first opponent is a novice necromancer. Like me, has entered this world through an astral portal. Blood is on devices, you will unleash ancient evils upon this land. Place your defeat and keep our realm safe. Okay. This is your current mana. Mana is used to cast, used to play cards from my hand. Activate some abilities. Excellent. Each turn, I start out with the amount of mana equal to my spell power. So this is the maximum amount of mana. Gotcha. This is my hand. At the start of each turn, I draw a card and add it to my hand. If it's highlighted, it means I meet the requirements to play that card. Summon this creature at the ability slot. Okay. What do I even have here? This is a firebolt. They are not labeled. You have to mouse over them. You can't see the names otherwise. Just the pictures. This is a firebolt. If you mouse over it long enough, will you... Also, this is somewhat ridiculous, but I guess par for the course considering the numbers here. A firebolt that you just spend 1 mana point for deals 10 damage to a creature. But a 2 mana elven archer is a 3/11. So does that. Here's a halfling. A 2/5 for 1. But when you summon a halfling, you draw a card. Flame Wave deals 8 damage to all enemy creatures. Costs 3. So novice necromancer. Let's summon a halfling. Here. There you go, halfling. We got a card. This is the health of the creature, yes. This is the attack of the creature, but summoning sickness, so it cannot attack quite yet. You can end the turn. Creatures attack at the end of the turn, unless, of course, they are affected by summoning sickness, in which case they don't. The crystal here does not, isn't filled with the proper red color, but rather is grayed out, meaning that the creature will not attack because it is affected by summoning sickness. Weakened Ghoul is a 3/6 for 1. Just a regular 3/6 for 1. Doesn't draw a card. This is your spell power. At the start of your turn, your spell power is increased by 1. Okay. So now I do whatever. Gain 8 life. Just me as the hero. It's not targetable. Targetable, I guess. Elven Archer is a 2/11 for 2. I could do that. I could also kill the weakened ghoul. But for now, I feel like if you mouse over them, will that happen every time or just the first time you see a given card? I don't know. If I right click on the archer, will it no. If I middle click on the archer, I can do this. Center the art and see it in some more detail. Not a whole lot, mind you, but a bit more detail nonetheless. Let's summon an archer over here. It will not attack this turn, but that's okay. Oh, I know. I can also use the mouse wheel to center the cards. That's nice. I know, my creature will attack. Bonk. This is a demon. It's a full 10 for 2. Because why not? Let's get a benchmark for this. A 1 mana creature. No, I can see the basic stats. A 2 mana creature has roughly 14, so that's 7 times the mana cost. Well, it's not proportional, not quite. I can destroy this thing. and summon another ultra, which I guess is what I will do. Die. Fortunately, the halfling will die. Unless I eliminate this as well. No. Let's do this instead. Damage goes back to my opponent. My opponent is weak. So winning shouldn't be much of an issue. This is another weakened ghoul. 3-6. I guess stats about around 10 in total times the mana cost. Makes it not exactly 10, maybe times 3/4 or something. I can take some damage. It's not a big deal. This will deal 6, and next turn I should win. Here we have yet another halfling, but there's not much point in doing any of this. Is though. I win either way. But because I've healed myself, I have discovered that you cannot, in fact, target a minion. You have to target your own character, your own face. You just heal the hero. Unless it explicitly states otherwise. I'll end the turn and win the game. The match, anyway. A card upgrade? Really? A 1 mana cost ability. An archer deals 4 damage to a target creature. I like that. Alright, let's beat the campaign and probably be done with the game as a whole. This is a lovely map we have here. Deck editing that you unlocked. Ugruk is the bloodthirsty leader of the orcs, enemies of all civilized people. By defeating him, perhaps you can bring peace to these war-torn lands. You know, maybe, just maybe, running this in a window would improve the situation, but yeah, who cares? I'm recording this anyway. I have somehow found a way. Let's fight Ugruk. I don't even get to edit my deck, but hey, I have a few new cards, like the Elven Mystic. When you cast a spell, Elven Mystic's attack is permanently increased by 2. It has to be a spell though. However, so far I have only seen creatures and spells. Let's place the halfling centrally, as centrally as I can anyway. What shall Ugruk do? This is an Orc Brigand. Its stats add up to 10, and it's a vanilla creature. Makes sense to me. 10 times the mana cost is the benchmark, I guess, is the Yeti point. A halfling is 3 points below that, but allows you to draw a card, which I guess is absolutely worth it. I could kill this stupid old Orc Brigand. However, it might be wiser to do it in a different way. I'm wondering whether I should summon the Mystic and then finish the Ogre, the Firebolt, or perhaps the Flame Wave, or whether I should summon the Archer and then try to use his ability to eliminate the Ogre. However, the Halfling will deal 2 points of damage, and 2 points of damage still, and after which point he will die. And and I'll leave the guy at full health, which is still not enough to take him out with the Elven Archer after a single turn, which is pretty pathetic. Let's just summon the Mystic, whose attack will increase. It will keep increasing. And let's end the turn. Bam. No counterattack damage, mind you. This is an Orc Trooper, a fall 14 for 2. With an ability of fall, add an Orc Trooper card into your hand. Ridiculous. A unicorn! Here's a virgin. Unicorn. Spell damage that would be dealt to unicorns converted to healing instead. Don't try to kill the unicorn with spells. Gotcha. Spell damage that would be dealt to a unicorn. It's not even spell damage targeted at it. It's not like you just cast a firebolt at the unicorn and it heals the unicorn. No, 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 no. Any spell damage it receives heals it. That's an incredibly ridiculously powerful creature. By the way, this guy's attack will increase. I think I have to use the firebolt to finish the Orc Trooper off. And to prevent my opponent from being able to use it. However, using the Flame Wave will also kill this guy, allowing the Halfling to attack. Otherwise, yes, I will clear this guy, I'll take damage on the Elven Mystic, and why do that? 8 damage. Yeah, that'll leave the guy at 6. And this guy's attack will be at 5. I could do that, but it wouldn't kill the Orc Trooper quite as easily. It wouldn't kill him quite instantly. I guess a better choice would be to play the Elven Archer and use a Firebolt on this guy. Now the Mystic's attack is at 5, meaning he will be able to get rid of the Trooper. The Halfling will die at the end of the turn, but such is the nature of things, I guess. This is a lightning bolt, yes, I can see that. And it will kill the Mystic, fortunately. The Halfling is also dead now. Can use the Elven Archer's ability, but I will be unable to summon the Unicorn if I do so. Okay, let's wait with the whole Unicorn idea. Let's play a Halfling to get a card, because that's worth it. Let's play a Mystic, because I like the idea of playing the Mystic and buffing him up to ridiculous amounts of attack. And now I have used the ability of the Elven Archer. You can only use a given creature's ability once per turn, and only during your turn. I have cleared the board. I'm left with 3 cards, one of which could attack because of summoning sickness affecting the remaining 2. Here's another Orc Trooper, yes, I have seen that card already. Here's an Elven Archer. I could use a spell to heal myself and to buff this guy's attack to 5. I could use this guy's 4 points of damage to bump that all the way to 9, but that's still not enough to take him out. However, I don't have to take him out immediately. Let's summon yet another Archer and try to chip away at his... Oh! That's interesting. You cannot attack with a given minion because of summoning sickness the turn he is summoned. However, you can use his ability immediately. That's ridiculous, but that's how it is. This means I can deal 8 points of damage to him, leaving him with 6 hit points. Not enough to kill him unless I want to... Yeah, I can't even use the flame wave quite yet. And buffing this guy by healing myself up will not be enough because he will get 5 points of attack and 6 hit points will remain on the Orc Trooper. After applying damage from the abilities of both Elven Archers. I think I should just skip the well, not do anything else. The only thing I can do is cast Cure, which I don't need to do quite yet. It would waste 3 points of healing. Bam, bam. Yeah, I know. He gets an Orc Trooper from the Orc Trooper's ability. I will now summon an Orc Brigand. Deals damage with this creature, yeah, that's sweet and all. However, I will deal 11 damage this turn. I can't quite kill my opponent just yet. I could use the Flame Wave to clear this up. I could use the ability of these guys. It's a cheaper solution. At this point it doesn't really matter because I'm dealing with low level AI. This is an introductory mission, however, strategically speaking, he's got 5 cards. Do I bold clear with a 3 cast spell against such chumps? Does it really make sense? It somewhat does because of the fact that this will buff the Mystic, allowing me to actually deal lethal damage this turn. Let's use Flame Wave, kill these guys, and subsequently buff the Mystic. Let's use Cure to bring my life to 33. Apparently you can overheal yourself, though wasn't much of a point in holding back, unless I wanted to make absolutely sure that the Mystic would attack with the extra damage, which is a reasonable concern. Now I end the turn and win the game. Bam, lethal. Ugruk is no more. I get the Orc Trooper. My opponent is now an evil spirit. Who else would be living in an ancient pyramid? Well, obviously, evil spirits would be living in an ancient pyramid. For centuries, this malicious spirit has grown in power by stealing the souls of unfortunate travelers. Now only a powerful mage like you stands a chance against him. I get the title of a mage and the ability to edit my deck. Let's do so. I got the Orc Trooper. All of these cards have ridiculous with. Oh, of course it's a leprechaun. It's dressed in green, has a 4-leaf clover, a mug full of beer, a red beard. Of course it's a leprechaun. Still 3 health to wounded adjacent creatures. It's promising. Would I rather have a card? I don't think I would, because his stats are just better. I don't need to use his ability quite yet because I have no creatures. I need to keep in mind that he works on adjacent creatures. I feel tempted to summon the Halfling just because of the fact that I wouldn't be putting the Leprechaun in danger quite immediately, but what's the loss? He's got better stats anyway, let's do this. A mummy has an ability that costs 2 points of mana, it deals 3 points of damage to a creature, and regens 3 points of health to this guy. I can prevent that from happening by using my Firebolt. However, it might be wiser to summon the Orc Trooper, just ignore that entirely. That's 6 damage to the Leprechaun, but I think I can stomach that. Let's just summon the Trooper and rush him. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you can overheal, which means that she said I need to be a bit more careful. Need to eliminate the mummy, otherwise my opponent might become practically immortal. Let's use the firebolt. Why not? This buffs the mystic for next turn. And I have a decent board. I attack the evil spirit some. Yet another mummy gets summoned. I can't deal with it easily quite yet. The ability can be used immediately, which kills the leprechaun. How unfortunate he could not. Ancient Żubrs! It's amazing. Ancient Żubrs attacks 2 times per turn. Ability to permanently increase Ancient Żubrs attack by 1. Wait. That's effectively 2 more points of attack that turn. I like that. I could get 1 more Orc Trooper, but 1 more Żubrs seems like a good deal. Let's play the Halfling to get another card, maybe something worthwhile. Flame Wave. Not too shabby. I could eliminate the mummy, preventing my opponent from healing himself. And buffing my mystic up to 7 points of attack. However, let's just summon the Żubrs. And end the turn. Touch of Death. Destroy any creature, gain 4 life. Yeah, that's perfect removal. What is this? Pure Knowledge. Draw 3 cards for 5 mana. I'm not sure I want them. Don't get me wrong, in most circumstances cards are really nice things. However, in these particular circumstances of nature, I might just be tempted to... I think I'll get an Orc Trooper next turn. I will just buff the Żubrs this turn. Oh. Permanently increase the attack of the Żubrs. Oh, right! You can summon the archer and use the ability immediately. Right. That solves my problem. The reason the cards pop up on the screen is because I keep scrolling the scroll wheel. It's a little tick I have. Lich. When you summon the Lich, deal 5 damage to the opponent and all enemy creatures. That's ridiculous, but he costs 5 mana, so I guess that's understandable, considering how power in this game works. I can try to eliminate this guy. Żubrs will attack 2 times. That's 8 points of damage. He will take 10, but I guess I'll just have to live with that. I can summon the Elven Archer. It's 4 damage, 4 more damage, which is 8 damage in total. Could use Flame Wave. I probably should use Flame Wave, even though it's wasteful, because 8 points of damage across the board against a single target. I want to save the Żubrs in these circumstances. Is it wise? Is it truly wise? If I increase its attack, it goes up to 4, attacks twice, that's 8. It'll be nearly dead after the procedure, but that's irrelevant. 8 points of damage to that, leaves it at 7 health. I can use the newly summoned Elven Archer to solve the problem with brutal efficiency. Let's use the Elven Archer. Summon. Use this, use that. Used up all the mana. Used a few abilities. And the Lich should be dead. Oh, right, no counterattack damage. I've already mentioned that. There is no counter. Banshee. Destroy an ally creature and deal 5 damage to all enemy creatures. Oh. It costs nothing, but you have to destroy your own creature. Sadly, he doesn't have a creature now. Mummy. Okay, now he will. Right. And you can use abilities without waiting for... Alright then. he didn't want to destroy the mummy. I don't really have too great compunctions. Remember, you can use abilities the turn a given creature enters the field. That's 1. And 2... there's no counterattack damage. Sorry, it's early in the morning. Haven't really slept all that well. But those are just excuses. That's 8 points of damage to this thing. 8 more from Flame Wave, which I probably should cast. Which is 16. Leaving this guy with 3 points of life. Żubrs should take care of him. But that leaves me with some spell mana. Not enough spell mana to use pure knowledge, unfortunately. But enough to get another Orc Trooper. No, not enough, because I need to use the abilities of these guys. Never mind. Let's get rid of this. Use this, like this. Another ability, target it here. Buff the Żubrs. No counterattack, remember, no counterattack from creatures. And I win anyway, I forgot to check the enemy's life total. I am a mage now, can add to my deck. Ah, my deck called my deck. So far in this deck I have the thing in the upper left corner, I think, is the astral power that has been mentioned. The halfling is incredibly powerful because it allows it to draw cards. The mystic is powerful. And the halfling, the leprechaun, orc trooper, cure twice, 3 firebolts, 3 flame waves. Unicorn, ancient Żubrs, mystic of an archer, pure knowledge. Isn't this particular class aligned with a certain type of cards? Thought I could only use cards from Life and Chaos, I believe? I'm not sure. It's probably more about the rate at which I'll gain cards. I don't know. This is my current deck. I have 600 Astral Power. I could add a few more cards if I wanted to. Here's an Elven Lord, costs 5, and when you summon another elf, draw a card. And has an ability that deals 3 damage to an enemy creature for absolutely nothing. It's a 620. Firestone deals 6 damage to all creatures and draws a card. I'm not a huge fan of that, actually. That's it's not that much damage. It's only 6, which in this game is a pittance, but it only costs 2 mana. Because in this game, everything is cheap and everything is powerful, to put it bluntly. Inquisitor. Whenever you can any creature with a spell, Inquisitor raises your spell power by 1. That's promising. Elemental. One of the most ridiculous creatures in this game. Return an allied creature to your hand. This mostly works. This mostly synergizes well with creatures that have battle cries, I guess you could call them. Ifrit lowers the cost of chaos cards in your hand. Yeah, 5 cost Ifrit. Who wants that? Who needs that? Got some vampire mystics. In general, the whole vampire line. Whenever an allied creature uses an ability, Priest of Fire deals 2 damage to the opponent and all enemy creatures. That's ridiculously powerful. Let's get one Priest of Fire. I only have 15 more points to spend if I want to get any more cards. This guy is ridiculous, but he costs full mana. Doubles all damage done to enemy by everything? That's quite ridiculous, even though he's 7 mana. Void Bolt can deal quite a bit of damage if you have a mostly empty board. Flame Wave is nice. An Archivist has an ability to draw a card for 2 mana. That's ridiculously powerful as well. It's like Warlock's hero power, except it's on a creature and it costs no life. Ah, it's the Vampire Initiate. Hilarious card. At the beginning of each turn, Elven Priest grants you 1 additional mana. That's quite powerful. A Fire Drake for 2 mana. So a 10, figured, hey, it's a Drake, it must be powerful. No, it's not. It's not. Ability cost 1. Move Fire Drake to a target empty slot and deal 3 damage to all other creatures. Oh! All shall burn, huh? Could just fill a deck with Fire Drakes and Void Bolts. Actually sounds like a hilarious deck. It probably wouldn't work all that well now, would it? Our Chief increases the attack of adjacent creatures by 2. That's pretty nice. Treefolk, when you summon Treefolk, draw a card for each Treefolk on the board. It's immune to all damage during my turn. I see a reasonable combo here. Treefolk, Fire Drake. You move the Fire Drake a bit. Treefolk do not take damage. Could get a Zealot. His ability is incredibly expensive. You need to spend 7 mana to summon 2 more Zealots adjacent. I'm not sure I want to do that. These are all the cards I have currently. Some of them are promising. Let's just stick with the Priest of Fire. Have my deck called my deck. Proceed to fight. Aethros. Although I could go here or there. Let's go to the Mysterious Temple with the new sweet angel here atop of a mountain. Aethros is an influential fanatic who has burned countless people alive in the name of his religious dogmas, and now his sights are set on you. God damn it, Aethros. Mulligan. Can't quite do that. Yeah, I know, it's a Zealot. This isn't promising at all. Just you wait until I get the Żubrs. Could use the Fireball to immediately get rid of this guy. Let's do so. Because I also have to spend mana, and I'm not looking forward to spending it later on when I actually need it for other things. Summon the Żubrs as early as I can. He'll probably try to counter it with something, but I have to try. Warlock and A warlord increases the attack of all other allied creatures by 1. That's nice. I could summon the priest, but seriously now. I could buff the Żubr, but let's summon the unicorn, the almighty unicorn. This is quite ridiculous, but... could summon the priest. And then use Żubr's ability, but that's not enough. I have to do more than that. Flame Wave isn't enough to clear these guys. But since there is no counterattack, I could use the Flame Wave, and Żubr with his current damage can still take this guy out, because the Flame Wave deals 8 and Żubr deals 4, which is exactly enough to kill this bastard. I can damage this guy for 8, and he will take 6, leaving him at 2 hit points. I probably should not let him live any longer than absolutely necessary. Let's use the fireball to clean him up. Which allows me to deal damage directly to face this time. Suppress. Deal damage to any creature equal to 3 times its attack. Something's gonna die. That was stupid as hell. You could have eliminated my... No, you couldn't have eliminated my unicorn. That only heals it. You bastard. That's okay. I have another one. I need to stop doing that. Sorry. Swordmaster. 8 immediate damage without the possibility of a counterattack. Just ridiculous. However, watch this. I will not be able to use pure knowledge yet again, but that's not an issue. Bam, 10 damage. Use the ability of the Żubr. And they both die. Could heal myself, but there might be a combo with the Mystic later on. I'm not in terrible peril as far as my health is concerned. And the guy will be dead! Mendeleev the Alchemist. Immigrant from a strange world called Elf. Oh my god, Mendeleev. Mendeleev showed himself a very capable mage. He's an elementalist, I guess. Over the last 100 years has made many discoveries in the field of alchemy and applied magic. Everything was going so well until he used his golems to escape Lordman City. Set up the dry low, the defeat Mendeleev. Save the city from the whims of this eccentric alchemist. I could buy cards, but you know, I think my deck is good enough. Yeah. Let's summon the Leprechaun. Balance Keeper. Your life is still equal to your opponent's life. That's okay. He has to spend 3 mana to accomplish that. Ridiculous. Summon the halfling, get a card. We get a fireball, let's kill this, bam, end turn. So 4 times 6, something dies. The power of Żubr compels you. Oh! Draw 2 cards when family uses the ability, it dies. No! That was stupid as hell. You need to summon the golem first, because when you summon next to the golem, you deal 4 damage to adjacent creatures. Why did you summon the familiar first? God damn it. Oh, I know why, because he did not have enough mana, obviously. Summon the familiar to get a mana crystal. Use the mana crystal to summon the golem. It's not like he did anything wrong, he didn't really have much of a choice in the matter. 1 mana to deal some damage. Firebolt. This is barely enough. Put the archer here. Żubr will deal 4 damage unless I buff him, which I probably simply should. Let's just buff the Żubr. Now, if I buff the Żubr, I'll not be able to use the firebolt. I probably shouldn't have summoned the archer. Let's deal with it like this. Deal 10 damage, because that thing needs to go down. Damage it with the archer, and it will die to the Żubr. Two more points of damage go direct to the face. Another siege golem, huh? You're out of mana now, buddy. Unfortunately, I cannot summon the Priest of Fire. Reasonably. I can summon the Priest of Fire, but I won't really be able to make much use of him. Yes, I'll be able to activate this particular ability, or this ability. However, that's just brilliant. That's actually not bad. Yes, I summon this guy, use this ability which only costs a single point of mana, deal damage to that particular guy. That's 4. Plus 2 from this guy, so that's 6. And I use a firebolt to finish him off. The 2 points of damage get dealt to the familiar as well, and the halfling kills the familiar. Żubr doesn't get a buff, yet again. But as unfortunate as that is, in the grand scheme of things, it's fine. Oh, and the Priest of Fire also deals damage to the opponent's face when this happens. That's insane. Bam, bam, here's the damage from the Żubr. Without any buffs, just a 2 attack by default. Okay, polymorph. Probably the Żubr. Yes. Now it's just a sheep. Polymorph on the archer. Why don't you polymorph the Priest of Fire? That would actually be wise. Alright then, 2, 2, 2, 2. That's 8 points of damage. I could use Pure Knowledge, but I don't need to. Not quite yet. Let's summon the Unicorn instead. And since I don't have any more creatures that could use abilities, I'll just end the turn. No, he's at a single hit point. What could he possibly do? Could summon the guy that sets his life to my life. This card looks familiar. Poor kitty. Soul Tap. Whenever an enemy creature dies... Soul Trap. Soul Trap raises your spell power by 1. What's gonna die? You're gonna die. Pure knowledge. So pure and innocent. Doesn't even matter at this point. He's at a single hit point. He's gonna die. He's dead. Reward, ability to replace cards. Once per turn, you may right-click a card in your hand to replace it with a card drawn from your deck. Replace it. You don't toss it away. You just shuffle it back into your deck. And you get a different card. You can mulligan every goddamn turn. You can't mulligan at the start, in the traditional sense, but you can every turn mulligan a single card. Dalibor is the cruel leader of an infamous band of thieves. Peacekeepers across the land have tried in vain to end his villainy. Please stop your villainy, man. Just... His shrewdness of chaos magic renders his gang nearly invincible. Reward, a random card. I like this sort of reward. And obviously, he and his band live under the bridge. This symbol means you're allowed to replace a card. Right-click on a card to replace it. Let's not right-click any cards. Here are the Mystics. Nothing to play first turn, but... Nothing to play first turn! I could have mulliganed, but I'm not paying enough attention, apparently. Okay, let's summon a Mystic and the turn. I probably should mulligan the Cure, because I don't want to regain life, you know? What's the point of that? Goblin Thief. When you summon Goblin Thief, your opponent discards the first card in his hand. No! You'll pay for that. You just killed my Żubr. Alright, let's summon a Mystic. Kill this with a Fireball. Your spell power has increased. Bam, let's end the turn. Let's cast a few more spells and kill this guy quickly. Drain life, 8 damage to any creature again. That's okay, they are still alive, it doesn't matter to me. Reaver, when either player's spell power is reduced by a creature's spell, draw a card. It's pretty nice art though. Gruesome, but nice. I could opt to summon the Archer, I could, but... It doesn't cost me anything to mulligan, does it? I might as well also deal 8 damage with this, which will raise this guy's attack to 7. Let's just... I probably shouldn't mulligan the Archer. Let's just cast the spells. Heal myself. Overheal myself, in fact. Raise this guy to 9. End the turn and watch the fireworks. This guy will now die. And my opponent is at 15 health. Pretty helpless. Here's a Reaver, yes. But he has to find a way to reduce my spell power. A Firebolt kills one Mystic. Not that big of a deal. Not that great of a problem. Summon a Halfling, get a card. Here's the Ancient Żubr. I could use the Archer to deal a bit more damage to this guy. But in the grand scheme of things, that's pointless because I can't kill him this turn. And next turn I will be able to kill him with the Elven Mystic anyway. So let's summon the almighty Żubr. And end the turn. I like this card, let's keep it. Chaos Wave. Deal 3 damage to all enemy creatures and the opponent loses 1 spell power. Which means this guy will now draw a card. Because of the Revenant. 8 damage, gain 4 life. Okay. No counterattack, so the Revenant remains alive. However, I have ways of dealing with this guy. I don't. Not quite yet. Should probably mulligan first, but whatever. Replace him. I don't actually care. Let's upgrade the Żubr, target this guy with some damage and mostly go for the face. How is he going to stop me? I'm at 33 health. Another Reaver, yeah, whatever. He's trying to block the Żubr. And a Goblin Thief. When you summon a Goblin Thief upon discards the first card in his hand, which means that he'll draw 2 cards now. I hope you mill yourself to deck, you best. To death. To death, bro. I buff this guy, that's 8 damage, not enough. Target this. Mana Storm. 2 damage to all enemy creatures. Draw a card. Costs 2 mana and 2 spell power. I'm not sure I want to waste my spell power. Why would I consider it a waste? Let's eliminate this guy through this attack. No counter attack, so this guy will remain alive. The halfling will also attack. I can upgrade my Żubr, which doesn't really help all that much. I really want to reduce my power. Probably, because I will still be drawing a single card per turn, and I don't really have expensive cards. Dealing a bit of bonus damage is quite nice. It also allows the Archer to attack the face, it allows this guy to attack the face, Żubr will attack the face once. I don't have enough mana to use this, so I can just mulligan it, get an Elven Mystic, whom I can absolutely summon this very turn. I did not buff the Żubr, but that's okay. Flame Wave. Doesn't really kill much, does it? The halfling goes down, that's about it. Firebolt. Okay, you can kill the Żubr. You're still dead. Here's a Leprechaun. Let's use Mana Storm. Can't summon the Unicorn quite yet. Let's heal. Oh, use this ability for 1 mana and it heals both the adjacent creatures. It's quite nice. You're dead now, buddy. The random card I got is Soul Trap. Could play that. When stuff dies, I get my spell power increased. It's quite nice for ramping up the amount of mana points you can spend each turn. But what's the point? I guess I might need it to spend it on creature abilities, which are quite an important part of this game's strategy. Luterius, Mage of Order. Rumor has it that Luterius spent 40 years meditating inside his ivory tower without ever stepping foot outside. He now considers himself flawless and holds disdain for all other mages. Well, need to cut him down, take him down a peg, show him who's boss. Let's play a halfling, get a card. Should probably mulligan this stupid thing. Or should I? I probably should mulligan this stupid. No, the Mystic can benefit from having me overheal myself. Let's mulligan the kill anyway. Yeah, I prefer the Firebolt. Let's use the halfling. Probably should have used the halfling first, but there was a chance of me getting a different card that I could have played turn 1. Yeah. Ascension. Gain 1 spell power. Alright. Fine. Have it your way. When you summon the apprentice, you gain 1 spell power. Okay, Ascension again. I don't like what this guy's doing. He seems to have a long-term plan. I don't like long-term plans. Not when it comes to my enemies, anyway. Alright. I want to get rid of this guy this very turn, because he might as well have an elemental. which would make things very awkward. It's maybe a weird play, but let's summon the Mystic, buff him with the spell, eliminate the Apprentice at the same time, and go for the face with everything that's not affected by summoning sickness. Guy's at 17 health, what is he gonna do? Heal himself? Yes, that's exactly what he's gonna do. Restore 8 life, draw 2 cards. And he has the mana to use them. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't. Not after what he did. Alright, now let's could summon the Żubrs. Try to rush this guy down. So far I have 11 points of damage on the board. I would rather get another Orc Trooper than summon the Żubrs right away. Elven Sage. At the beginning of the turn of a Sage grants you 1 additional card. Fall 20! Elven Sage every day. Suppress. Stop suppressing me! Help, I'm feeling suppressed. Fall 10. Fall 18, that's not enough. But that's still something. Mystic. Trooper. Spell to buff the Mystic. He won't accomplish much with an empty board. I have a feeling he's going to start filling the board quite soon. Got the Apprentice, which increases his power even more. He's got another Apprentice. He's blocking, jump blocking, gain 1 spell power. If your spell power becomes 8 or greater, then gain 8 life. Okay, you have healed yourself. You are still going to die. I'm tempted to use the almighty Żubrs, but I don't want to lose all the benefits I am granted by other cards. So use the Elven Archer. I won't be able to use this guy's hero power if I use this guy's hero. If I use if I use the Elven Archer's hero power to get rid of the Elven Sage, I won't be able to use the Orc Trooper's hero power. But I will be able to summon the Żubrs. Let's target this guy. The attack from the Trooper will take care of the Sage. And I may now safely summon the Żubrs, filling my board. I'm not getting rid of that quite yet. Triumph of Good. Destroy all enemy creatures. Alright then. Wrath of God. That's okay. I have a unicorn, and I'm not afraid to use it. Tempted to get rid of this thing, but I kinda need it now. I don't want to get rid of Flame Wave. Would use it to clear up. Am I seriously going to use it? I don't think. Oh, goodness. I will mulligan one of those. I get an archer. Excellent. Let's get him. Use his ability. Give him more cards. I probably should have drawn cards first. That's still okay. Another apprentice. I don't care. Have all your mana. You're gonna die. Here's this guy. So now when I use the Elven Archer's ability to deal 4 points of damage, this guy will deal 2 points of damage to both the apprentices and the hero's face. I can now deal 9 points of damage from these guys. If I want to kill him, I need to use some spells, which is not a problem for me. Let's use Cure to restore some of my health. Bam! He's at... That's not how this guy works. That's not how he works at all. It's when I use abilities of creatures. Let's not summon the unicorn. Let's be smart about this and not summon the unicorn. Another Wrath of God and I'm screwed. Oh look, an apprentice to block. I think he's pretty dead. Let's use the elf to soften this guy up. And now my mage to deal 2 points of damage. As you defeat Luthorus' claims, what an absurd happenstance. I was clearly stronger than this peon. Yeah, sure. Elmiana, the Elven Princess. Elmiana parlayed her talents with life magic into considerable combat prowess and fiercely hunts outsiders who step into her sacred forests because she knows the lay of the land so well. Elmiana gets the first turn in this battle. I don't mind. I'll get a Ring of Health, which will increase my starting health by 2. That doesn't seem too balanced. Or is it an artifact of some description? Or does it permanently increase my power? Elven Scout. You can move him wherever you want. That's a pretty nice creature. You'll try to kill my halfling. That has to be expected. Let's summon the halfling anyway and get a card. Get a leprechaun! Do I want to mulligan anything? Yes, I want to mulligan Field Knowledge. I should have mulliganed first. Need to pay attention to the other things I'm doing. Here's an Elven Archer. I like the Elven Archer. I know the Elven Archer, and now he can be used against me. What do I do here? Let's summon the Mystic. And next turn, possibly use Flame Wave to solve problems. I probably should get rid of Cure. I don't care about my health, or do I? For now I don't. I'm more interested in preventative medicine. Elven Cavalry immediately performs extra attacks. An extra attack. When Cavalry uses his ability multiple times in the same turn. Oh my goodness! For 3 mana, if you have a lot of mana, you can just keep attacking with this bastard. Over and over and over. And over and over. I can't kill him with spells. It's just not going to happen, which is unfortunate. I could and probably should use the Flame Wave. However, that means not playing creatures this turn. And next turn he'll probably have even more creatures. On the other hand, I will be able to save the Hobbit. This guy gains some attack. Unfortunately, I can't finish the job quite yet. I'm not going to mulligan anything from him. Yeah, the Mystic will die. However, I can deal with that guy with the Elven Archer. Let's place the Archer here. Use his ability, Cavalry's down. Summon the Leprechaun in between, and I'll be able to heal both the Hobbit and the Archer. Very soon, as soon as I get the mana. Yet another Elven Archer. He will target a Hobbit, won't he? There's a Mystic. Any spells? I expected as much. Of course he was good. Alright then. Could use the Firebolt and the Archer's ability to deal with the Mystic. Which leaves me with 3 mana, just enough to summon the Żubr. And if I summon him here, I will also be able to heal the Żubr with the Leprechaun. There we go. I've got less health than she does. It's worrying. You can be repositioned for free, that's quite tactical, but not necessarily all that useful. Leave the Żubr alone! What do I do here now? I'll just go for the damage. Why not? Summon a unicorn, buff the Żubr, so he will deal an equivalent amount of damage this very turn. And let's end my turn. I don't need to use abilities. Bam! 6 damage to the face, now we are at 16. And I have 6 damage dealing potential next turn. What are you gonna do? Try and kill the unicorn? You can't kill the unicorn! You have to kill the unicorn with creatures. And that's just not going to happen. We still have 12 health. And deal 12 damage to enemy creature opposing it, if there is one. Okay, so the Żubr is dead. And this guy's at full health. It's pretty brutal, but I'm still fine, relatively speaking. I can summon yet another unicorn, just to mess with you. Use this guy's ability to soften up the enemy archer. He will die and there's no counterattack, which means I don't really have to worry about much in these circumstances. And while I would love to use the Leprechaun to heal the archer, he's just not worth it. I would rather summon the Orc. Let's end the turn. Bam. 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 7 hit points. That's impressive, but that doesn't really save you, does it? Let's use the ability here. It doesn't matter, I absolutely have lethal this turn. Can do whatever the hell I want. I end the turn, this guy dies. There we go. Gunnerja. No one has found out her actual age and lived to report it, but Gunneltha or Gunneltha, make up your mind. Certainly the oldest witch in the world, not to mention one of the most dangerous. Reward, plus 25 astral power, allows me to build a more powerful deck. I don't need a more powerful deck. My initial deck is enough. I don't want to get rid of the almighty Żubr, but I don't want to get rid of these cards, these other cards either. Maybe the Archer? That's the thing I can reliably... I don't want to get rid of the Flame Wave. Let's get rid of the Flame Wave anyway. I don't know what sort of deck she has. Let's get rid of the Flame Wave. Lazy Ogre. Lazy Ogre's attack is increased by 5 until the end of the turn, if you spend 1 point of mana. Huh. Position the archer here. End the turn. Call the certain creature. Its cost is 3 or lower. Any enemy creature, right? Well, it's... No, not necessarily. A creature of your choosing that happens to fulfill these criteria, I guess. Żubr deals 4 damage per turn in its vanilla version, but I think it's more important to actually have some board presence. So let's summon the halfling. and the archer instead. That way I don't put all the eggs in one basket. Whenever an ally creature uses an ability, Dark Knight's attack is permanently increased by 2. That's ridiculous. Then again, I have said so quite a few times already. Yes, increase the ogre's attack. Bam, the ogre goes for my face, which increases this guy's attack. Fortunately, he was unable to use his attack last turn because of summoning sickness, which means that I can eliminate him with a firebolt and the Elven Archer's ability. Followed by the other... No, just the firebolt and the Elven Archer's ability, allowing the Elven Archer to deal damage to the face this very same turn, which will leave me at 2 points of mana. How unfortunate. Alright then, I could mulligan the Żubrs. I don't like the idea of mulliganing the Żubrs, but will I be able to make use of more than one? Not quite soon enough. That'll fall. Let's instead use this firebolt, use this ability, and summon one more archer. There we go. And now for some face damage. We'll even in terms of health for now. He'll try to block me. Buff the ogre. Go for my face. 6 more damage to my beautiful face. I should probably do something to stop this. This situation is getting out of hand. If I deal 8 damage, I'll be left with 7 damage on that guy, which I can get rid of with 2 abilities. However, this guy will get to live to see another day. I might just be better off chump blocking this guy with the leprechaun, who will not die in the process, and getting rid of the Dark Knight. Let's summon the leprechaun. Sorry, leprechaun, you're kind of in an awkward spot right now. You're a bit of a pincushion. But you're helping, and I very much appreciate your sacrifice. Not necessarily a willful sacrifice, but a sacrifice nonetheless. A sacrifice that will be appreciated. She's down to 12 hit points. She can buff the ogre, but that will not... Okay, that will kill the halfling. And that's enough to eliminate the leprechaun. Other than that, I'm fine. I would very much so like to play the Żubrs, but if I want to use the spell, might as well use the Mystic. It doesn't really matter where I place him because I will eliminate this guy. Not the best use of AoE, but hey. I did what I had to do. I won't get to play the Żubrs, will I? Here's a ghoul. The ghoul can deal damage to another ally creature and restore 3 health to it, and get 3 health restored to itself. Whenever a creature dies, Warlock's attack is permanently increased by 1. Ability cost 0. Warlock's attack is permanently decreased by 3. Draw a card as an additional cost. Yes, I get that. It's not that you want to decrease his attack. So stuff dies, his attack gets increased. You spend his attack, you can draw a card. Alright then. Can buff this guy to 7 and deal 8 here, which is not enough. Might as well just mulligan. No, what am I doing? I can just... I can't quite end this. Unfortunately. I can't eliminate this guy with the abilities because he has 9 health. I need a tiny bit more. Let's use pure knowledge, let's see what I get. Fortunately, I don't have enough mana. Let's mulligan one of the Żubrs, and I can summon a Orc Trooper. Instead of dealing with my problems, I will just stall. Here's another lazy ogre to block. Doesn't really matter. This guy deals damage to the ogre, which installs health to the ghoul. A few attacks still take place, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Didn't even have to do that, because this archer on his own can take care of things here. But just for the fun of it, let's eliminate some stuff. Buff the Mystic with a spell! Mulligan the Unicorn. And albeit, I should have mulliganed first to get the Priest of Fire, so I could benefit from using on the abilities by dealing damage to face. Doesn't matter. Not only to face, by the way, also to enemy creatures. Need to remember to mulligan earlier. I get 25 Astral power. But I don't need to make a better deck. This deck is all I need, as far as I can, as far as I know, as far as I have played so far. Torolvas is a deranged preacher who delivers fire and brimstone sermons and claims that the end is near. He insists the gods are about to forsake this world, and that the strongest of heroes will take their place. He feels there's no better way to prove his worth to defeat you. I'll get a random card, so be it. Aha! I shall summon the halfling. Need to remember the Economic Monk. Restore 2 life to a creature and increases attack by 2 until the end of the turn. I believe you restore the life permanently, but increase the attack temporarily. For such a low cost, it seems like a very good deal. Once again, this is something I have been saying over and over and over about this game. Strangely enough, this seems to be relatively balanced. I need to mulligan first, I need to remember that. Plan your turn first, then do stuff. Tenacious Ooze. Whenever Tenacious Ooze's attack would be increased until end of turn, its attack is permanently increased. Hey! Did I mention ridiculous stuff? Yeah, stuff's ridiculous. Now what do? Could use Flame Wave, but that's not enough. That reduces it to 10, this guy's attack to 5, so... It helps, but it doesn't solve the problem. Not quite yet. Besides, it only buffs a single Mystic. Shall I rely on the almighty Żubr? I don't want to summon a single archer and give up on everything else. I could summon the unicorn next turn and just try to overwhelm this guy with brute force. Sounds like a plan. Another Tenacious Ooze. Inspiration. Increase the attack of all allied creatures by 3 until end of turn. Yes, that increases the attack of oozes permanently. Unicorn power. Deal damage to one enemy creature equal to the total attack of all creatures in play. Oh my. Suppress. No. Why is my unicorn still alive? Oh, no! It's too much damage! Eesh. I'm in a terrible position. I probably shouldn't mulligan the archers. I should mulligan the unicorn. There's no way in hell I'm gonna play it right till now. Actually, playing the unicorn might have been the... No. Well, that's GG. I shall have my revenge. Important thing to keep in mind, this guy has to die and he has to die soon. However, for a brief while, I don't have to worry about him all that much. A very brief while, mind you. Here's a tenacious ooze, which he cannot buff quite yet. Hopefully. Can kill this guy with a firebolt, and since I have a mystic, I will also buff the mystic in the process. Sounds like an excellent idea. Guy is gone, unless he has some regular buffs, he's not gonna be able to do much. He has inspired the oozes. I prefer them to be left quite uninspired, thank you very much. 8, which will leave us at 7. That's still a lot. However, it'll leave this ooze at 10. So what do I eliminate? Because I can deal 8 and then eliminate one of the oozes with a firebolt. Probably should eliminate the one over here, because it's because the mystic can take a beating, while the archer really cannot. I could mulligan, get 2 of the Żubrs, try and get something else, but I don't have enough mana to deal with the situation anyway. This guy's up to 7. If I cast another spell, he'll be up to 9. What an unfortunate turn of events. He'll probably die anyway. Let's protect the archer instead. The ooze will nearly die, but not quite. And that makes a huge difference. Yeah, I expected as much. This guy will get suppressed, which is an amazing removal spell. Anathema will ruin this guy. No point in protecting him, was there? We have evened out the situation, somehow. I would love to summon the Żubrs alongside the archer, but that just cannot be done. I can, however, summon the mystic and the archer, use the archer's ability to eliminate the tenacious ooze and have a decent board presence. Here comes the monk. I don't particularly like the monk, as you might imagine. Anathema on this guy. Somehow, he's still alive, mostly because the other creatures on the board didn't have that much attack to begin with. Żubrs wouldn't be adding too much to that, because most of his power lies in the fact that he attacks twice every turn. Summon the Żubrs. Let's use Cure of the Mystic. Let's use the Halfling, get a card, and use this guy's ability. He can block for a decent time. He's restored health to himself and will attack. Personally. That's okay. It's GG anyway. Use the Flame Wave. I don't even have to buff these guys. But let's do so anyway. I end the turn, and the damage is lethal. I get called awake. Do I actually need to change my deck? I could add some cards if I wanted to, but I don't necessarily have to. I think I might just leave this here and come back to this game later. Has been somewhat fun, I guess. Why am I even doing this? Can I scroll? No. No. It's not even proper full screen because I can leave the window to the side here. It's not, the mouse is not bound. Look at this cute little tiny home over here. You can, as far as I understand it, you can choose between these missions, but I will just go for the one that's currently selected. Kritana. At first, authorities dismissed Kritana as a simple 2-bit thief who was robbing nearby villages to eke out a living, but according to recent accounts of her larceny, it seems there may be a larger motivation behind her work. I'll get a random card out of this. Let's do so. Metamorph. Chaos creature. Metamorph's attack becomes equal to target creature's current attack power. Oh, goodness. It starts out as a 115. Needs to be destroyed. You spend 1 point of mana and you can get any amount of attack you desire from the creatures available on the board. That's ridiculous. Fortunately, he doesn't get abilities. So, in those particular circumstances, he would not be able to attack twice like the Żubrs does. By the way, this is really nice character art. I guess the colors appeal to me in general. It's violet and red, nicely shaded. Just extremely pretty. Quite nice. I should be heard loud and clear right now. Should I block this guy with the halfling? Yeah, it'll take him a while to take care of the halfling. It'll take her a while. Well, him under her. Maybe, just maybe I should mulligan one Żubrs. A firebolt is nice to see. Of course I should mulligan initially, rather than wait. I like the idea of playing the unicorn, however the metamorph might just steal its attack. I don't want that to happen. I don't really have decent options here. I don't necessarily want my beloved halfling to die. He's got a base of 5 health. I could restore his health with the leprechaun. Spending all the mana. Summon the leprechaun here. Use his ability. A pot of gold. Alright. Should I mulligan anything? I probably don't need cure. I should have mulliganed first. Ugh. Always mulligan first. Plan first, then execute. Not the other way around. Metamorph stole my attack. That's a nice army you have, though. Can I solve this problem? I don't think I can. I can heal the halfling, and I probably will heal the halfling. I can also use a firebolt, and that will be about it. I can use 2 of them. The halfling is unable to kill the metamorph quite yet. But all in due time. I guess killing these guys with Flame Wave might be the way to go. Should I just let the halfling die and instead summon the ancient Żubrs? This might be the way to go. The halfling will deal 2 points of damage to this guy, leaving him at 11. This can deal 8 damage. I can block the guy with another Żubr. The Żubr doesn't have a lot of attack, but it attacks twice, which is quite handy. Let's go for the Żubr strategy. Mulligan first! Never mind, I don't want to mulligan anything anyway. Swordmaster, oh no. He gets 2 attacks in the moment he gets summoned. And he only costs 4 mana. He can just deal 8 points of damage to the face when he enters the game. As long as there's a free field on the board on the opposing side, there's no stopping him. What do I do now? I don't want to summon the unicorn because these guys will buff the attack. I could summon the almighty Żubr. Probably should. This guy attacks a single time afterwards, it's just that he has a battle cry. Attacking twice as he enters the game. Let's see, I could block with the Żubr over here along this line. Might even be a decent idea. Buffing Żubr's attack is not an option, not quite yet. I'll use the Żubr, summon it here. I could use a firebolt to lower this guy's health, and then a flame wave next turn could clear out some of these guys. Not too many of them though. This will not work because there's no counter attack, meaning that I will be unable to damage this guy this turn. This guy will get damage for 3, so he'll be at 9 health. This deals 8 damage across the board. Not all that helpful. Small again this. Yet another unicorn. That's not helpful. Not too much. I want to increase the Żubr's attack, but that's just not gonna happen. Not anytime soon. Firebolt on this guy. I will eliminate him soon enough. Battle Priest. When an adjacent or opposing creature dies, Battle Priest's attack is permanently increased by 3. That's ridiculous. This guy, or this guy, or this Żubr. Acid Bolt. Deal damage to any creature equal to half its remaining life, rounded up, and draw a card. 1 mana. Wow. Firebolt. Żubr's dead. So that's it's not good. I will eliminate this guy with Flame Wave and an attack, but this will buff the attack of the Battle Priest permanently. Although would, if I let that happen. I should Flame Wave, leaving this guy at 8 health, meaning that I'll have to use a Firebolt as well to eliminate him. I'll eliminate this guy, and this guy, leaving a single Metamorph on the board with 3 points of attack. Sounds worth it. Should I eliminate 1 unicorn or keep them for blocking? Let's keep them for blocking. Should I eliminate 1 Flame Wave? No, let's... might need it soon enough. Flame Wave. Oh, I could... No, this guy's too powerful. He's too dangerous to be kept alive. And since there's no counterattack, the Leprechaun will live a long and happy life. Astral Guard. Creature adjacent to Astral Guard cannot be targeted by opponent's spells. There's nothing adjacent to him right now. Ah, yes, the Elven Archer. Nice one, nice one. I could use a flame wave to eliminate this guy entirely. This very turn. 2 attacks from this guy would equal to 6 damage in total if I buff him this turn. Not quite enough to clear the Astral Guard unless I use the Elven Archer, in which case I'll be unable to take care of this guy. No. I wanted to summon the Unicorn, but apparently I will not be able to. Not quite yet. Let's do something else. I could just Flame Wave. And finish this guy with the Żubrs. I guess I have a decent plan. I could use the Flame Wave and buff the Żubrs attack this very turn. So that eliminates the guy and then goes for the face for 3 points of damage, alongside the Leprechaun. I'm not sure it's wise to use the Flame Wave right the hell now, but I'm low on health. Let's do this. I'm keeping my hand. She's at 11 points of health, but has 4 cards. Here's the Bell Priest. I've seen this guy. If this, or this dies, he will become an unstoppable force. Well, not quite literally unstoppable, but pretty powerful. This guy can attack for 8 now. Add to that 4 points from this guy, and that's 12 in total. That's not enough. Not quite. This costs 2, leaving me at 5. I could just summon a Unicorn and be done with it. Sounds like a decent enough idea. Summon a Unicorn next to the Leprechaun. Buff the Żubrs. Otherwise, I would be left with the Unicorns, unable to use them. I don't want that. I don't want that sort of situation. Should have Mulligan first. I don't care. Oh, I can use the Halfling. Get a card. And I get another Flame Wave. Nice. Firebolt at the Halfling. Not the brightest of ideas. It's game over. I might do it like this. Summon 2 of them. Bam. Bam. Buff the Żubrs. And it's GG. Planal Burst. Deal 15 damage to all creatures. In most circumstances, that's pretty much a Twisting Nether. It only costs 3 mana. Planal Burst. Should I include it in my deck? Except in Critannic's documents, you learn that she was working for someone or something named Mictiant. Maybe that guy. There's a nice tower here, amidst the mountains. Doing shopping from over there must be a horrible experience. You have to go all the way down to where exactly? Where would you go? Where would you buy stuff from? I guess they might transport stuff to you. You might have your own minions. Who is this? No, that's not the person. I am dealing with the situation over here. Up in the icy north, all by herself. Gera, a refugee from the world of Revnia. She was defeated by Dorlak, the Almighty. Years of brooding over her defeat corrupted Gera to the point where all she cares about now is revenge. Yeah, seems to be a common theme when it comes to people. She performs horrific experiments on humans in order to better understand the nature of magic so that she can become a spectromancer, return to Revnia and redeem herself by slaying Dorlak. Reward Stream of Power. Huh. Hello. Sounds like heresy, but I might just mulligan the Żubrs. No, what do you want to do? Just keep the Priest of Fire? I don't have abilities to use, my goodness. When an allied creature uses an ability, only the activated ones... Do only activated ones count? Or if the Mystic gets activated because of me casting a spell, does it also count as a creature using an ability? We might never know, because I'm about to mulligan the Priest, I guess. I like the idea, but I just don't have the mana quite yet. Oh, great. That's promising. Ascension. Oh no, not this stuff again. Fine. Let's mulligan the Tome. Get an Archer. Here's a Mystic. Chaotic Wave. Deal 3 damage to all enemy creatures. And the opponent loses 1 spell power. And your little spell power too. I don't care. I have the Archers. Mulligan first. Mulligan first. Should have summoned the Orc Trooper after mulliganing. I suck! Goblin Saboteur. When you summon Goblin Saboteur, your opponent loses 1 spell power. Hey! Hey! No! Cut it out. I could use his ability, but that's too expensive for me. She's stealing all my mana. Do I want to use the Mystic so that I may eventually buff both of them up, or do I want to summon the Orc Trooper for the short-term benefit? Well, I guess the answer is fairly obvious, isn't it? I can get more troopers if I have a lot of mana, which I don't and probably won't in the nearby foreseeable future. Should mulligan first, mulligan first. I don't want to mulligan anything from this. Goblin Saboteur. Leave my mana alone! Absolute bastards. Alright. I could eliminate the guy. Probably should eliminate the guy, but this will leave me without anything else. Maybe let's not quite eliminate the guy yet. What's more worth it? Clearing the board of this single Saboteur and using up all this turn's mana for a single ability, or perhaps summoning another Archer. Well, I don't know, does she have board clear? Let's hope not. I'll summon another Archer. I don't want to mulligan anything. I'll end the turn now. I want to summon the Żubrs eventually. At this rate, I might actually be better off. Yeah, I figured she'd have that. Better off mulliganing the Żubrs in hopes of getting a Firebolt. Chaotic Wave deals a lot of damage, but they are still alive. Relatively fine. Flame Wave deals 8 points. You'll pay for that. Mulligan first. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Meditation, gain 1 spell power if it's becomes 8. Okay, you also gain health. Congratulations. Meditation, yeah, that's brilliant. Mulligan first. Do I want to mulligan the Unicorn? I might as well summon the Unicorn next turn. Let's block with the Żubrs. There are quite a few benefits to this operation. I don't get damage dealt to my face all that soon. And I will attack with the Żubrs on an... Your opponent loses 1 spell power. Harpy may only use this ability while unopposed. I need to block the Harpy. Of course, she immediately uses the Harpy's ability to lower my spell power. What if I oppose you, Harpy? What if I oppose you really, really hard? I could buff the Żubr, but that's not wise. Need to kill the Harpy anyway. Let's summon the Orc Trooper. After which I can still spend enough mana to either use the Firebolt, clear the Żubr's path, or perhaps use this guy's ability to damage the Harpy. I don't want to mulligan anything. I'm fine. She's gaining health, lots of health. But now I'm in a decent spot. Finally, I am in a decent spot. I can use Flame Wave in conjunction with the... Or instead of using spells, I might as well attack with my creatures and accomplish roughly the same. I could also use a single Firebolt. Let's mulligan this. The Flame Waves might be useful. I want to summon the Unicorn, but I think a safer play is to use Flame Wave and then this guy's ability on the Harpy. This way I can deal damage unopposed, damaging the face severely. Chain Lightning. Deal damage equal to your spell power to the opponent and all enemy creatures. That killed everything. One more move like that and I'm simply dead. Okay, Halfling, give me healing, please. I need the healing spell. I only have one. Do I want to summon the Mystic and the Archer, or do I just summon a single Unicorn? No. You can buff these guys, you can't really buff the Unicorn. You can't kill the Unicorn with spells, but that's secondary to the fact that I desperately want more creatures on the board. They will not help me block. She might as well summon her creatures here, there. And if she casts Chain Lightning again, I'm outright dead. But other than that, I'm in a decent spot. Saboteur took my mana away. Hate when that happens. Okay. Unicorn. Spell. Face damage. Do I want the Leprechaun? Might want something more powerful. Do I want the Flame Wave? I don't have anything to remove. I have a lot of damage on the board, by the way. She might be dead next turn. Or I might be dead next turn. Chaotic Wave. No, everyone is fine. Here's a Halfling. Here's some healing. Which buffs the guy, so it's not completely superfluous. Well, it's kinda nice considering the fact that I have lethal anyway. Let's deal the damage. There we go, she's dead. Stream of Power. This is a passive ability. Whenever you start combat as the second player, you receive Ritual of Power as an additional card. Let me guess, it gives me one more point of power? No, but it gives me one more mana point, usable that turn only, huh? Mictian, Mage of Fire! Yeah, that was the guy the girl here was serving. Following the leads you gained from Kritana's notes, you learn more about Mictian, a rogue emissary of the magical empire which is located in a neighboring dimension. Oh my goodness. If what you found is true, he is preparing to usurp power in his own world to invade and conquer this one. Defeat him or this world will never be safe. You can't usurp power in your own world. You would lead an army to this world. We can't have that. Right, Mictian, you need to be stopped. I like the Priest of Fire. He's such a nice card. However, he's fairly useless early on. He's only at 218. And initially he's not of much help because you need to use the abilities of other creatures. Let's mulligan him. That's even more useless. Even more useless? If something is useless, it's probably entirely useless. It has no use. Apparently I had no need for pure knowledge. I'm more interested in applied knowledge. But, you know, I could go for the Elven Archer if I want to use his ability, counting on the fact that he has weak minions, or I could go for the Elven Mystic, trying to buff it with spells. Here's an Orc Trooper. Unfortunate, I can get rid of him. I just cast a single spell, after which point he gets buffed and takes him out. Excellent. I can also summon a second Mystic so that both of them get buffed. Bam! What a nice start. I am not tossing away the Unicorn or the Żubrs. I keep in my hand. Flame Wave! Wait, they're still alive. Everything is fine, and you can... A buffed Żubr could become quite powerful quite soon, but I just want the power of the Unicorn at my hands right the hell now. Flame Wave! Ah! Both the priests are dead. I mean, you can keep doing that and I will simply kill you. Eventually. Summon Żubr. Buff the Żubr! If you don't block the Żubr, Ifrit. Ifrit lowers the cost of Chaos cards in your hand by 2. It's a 625. How can I oppose such a powerful threat? Do I even want to? I could flood the board with Orc Troopers. However, I think summoning yet another Żubr is a better idea. I probably should buff this one. That way will deal 8 damage to this guy, leaving it at what? A paltry 17. That's still a lot. Next turn I can deal 10 damage, that's still not enough. I'll leave it at 7. Am I supposed to just give up on the idea and buff the new Żubr? You know, that's not the worst of ideas. I'll be able to deal a lot of damage to his face. Mulligan first. Mulligan first. Dragon? Oh my goodness, deal 12 damage to an enemy creature, 4 damage to all other enemy. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the character, well, creature art. About the art on these cards. It's weird. I'm not... Look at this dragon. I have seen quite a few dragons in my time, but this one just looks somewhat different. It's not just... It's not that he's envisioned as a different sort of creature, but the depiction of that envisioning seems quite different to what I'm used to. But more importantly, how do I get rid of the dragon? How do I kill the dragon? How do I slay the dragon? Maybe I shouldn't bother slaying the dragon, maybe I should just focus on killing him. Yeah, he's got an ability that deals a lot of damage to all the things. I probably should focus on killing the dragon. I really should focus on killing the dragon. I can deal 8 points of damage to the dragon, 16 with the wave, and then I have these guys who can deal additional 8. Which is enough, but I can't do it all at once. Alright then. Flame Wave. Leaves the path open for the unicorn. That's good news. Let's buff this Żubr. If I buff the other Żubr, it's just going to... It's not even going to take out the Ifrit. Right now it deals 6 damage, leaving this at 5. The face damage may just be meaningful enough. However, I have an inkling that this Żubr might die very soon. Might be better off just summoning an Orc Trooper. Questionable choice. The guy is at 8 health now. Whoa. He's not gonna use the ability? That's dumb. That's dumb as hell. I have lethal. I just need to deal with the situation properly. I need to summon the Elven Archers, use their abilities, take out the Ifrit, and deal the lethal damage. Look. Both of them. I'll get the Ifrit, kill it with the abilities. I can even buff the Żubr for the extra effect. And I'm done. This guy attacks full fall. The Żubr tries to kill the dragon. And this Żubr attacks twice, dealing lethal damage. In fact, dealing overkill damage. 4 points of overkill damage. Faulty Gold. My opponent is Grabov, the Supreme Vampire. Blah 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 something something about ungodly vampires. Stellar writing. You know, some people might consider this temporary, but others will probably think that this is form of the typical fantasy quest. Flavored text deconstruction. It's in fact a postmodern step, and they will appreciate this ironic value. Frankly, it might be either. It might be temporary text that's put here and that will eventually get replaced by something, but all it might actually be taking the piss out of conventions. Still, just because you make fun of something doesn't necessarily make you superior to it. You can make fun of pretty much anything. Doesn't mean that you're superior to everything. You get an Amulet of Health, increases your life by 3. Yeah. You see, if you don't take yourself seriously, I will not take you seriously. If you don't take your story seriously, I will not take your story seriously. And the thing I like in games, among other things, I like stories in games. If this game doesn't have the greatest story, I might just like it a tiny bit less than I would have otherwise. And the gameplay mechanics aren't all that original either. Blah blah something about playing cards. Oh look, a Vampire Initiate. I have seen these guys in action. Whenever it kills something, it transforms into a Vampire Mystic. When the Vampire Mystic kills something, it transforms further. It's quite interesting. Let's just ignore it for the time being. Play a Mystic here. And not mulligan anything, and mulligan the kill. I'll have to mulligan this as well. Vampire Priest, deal 4 damage to an ally creature, gain 4 life. And that ability costs 0. Oh great, now he's gonna overheal himself. I don't really have ways of dealing with that. That's okay, the situation isn't all that spectacularly dire. Let's black with the Żubr for now. Mulligan for... How many times does it have to happen? Seriously, I got used to saying mulligan first at the end of the turn. Instead, I should get used to thinking about mulliganing at the beginning of the turn. Void Bolt deals a lot of damage, kills my Żubr. Predictably enough. Do I want to mulligan? I don't know. What do I want to do during the turn? I probably want to summon the unicorn opposing this guy. What I could do instead, and what I just might do, is summon the Elven Mystic over here, use a Firebolt to kill this guy. Or, as an alternative, I could use Flame Wave to kill this guy, damage this one, and finish him off with the Mystic. However, I would have to spend my entire turn doing that, and I'm just not looking forward to that at all. I think I would prefer to use the Unicorn instead. And then what? Do you want to mulligan anything? God damn it! Yeah, once I reach the decision, there might be further steps like mulliganing. Do I want to do anything else? Mulligan the Firebolt? I don't know. Might just need it, but I also need creatures. But I draw 1 card, but let's leave this. But I don't want to retroactively conclude, oh, Drain Life. I don't want to retroactively conclude, oh, I never wanted to draw the card in the first place. When the Vampire Mystic kills a creature, it transfers into a Vampire Elder and heals a bit. And this guy has an ability to deal 4 damage to any creature. I was trying to say for the longest time that if stuff doesn't take itself seriously and is just based on the parody value, the parody itself has to be good. There has to be some value in it, otherwise it's just leeching off the popularity of something else. And if it's just leeching, if it doesn't have added value, then it doesn't have added value. If it's not good, it's just not good. It may seem obvious, it sounds obvious, but to some people it isn't. Some people may consider taking the piss out of something to be just high art in and of itself, which it isn't. Making fun of things is really simple. But just like with most things, having finesse is a separate matter. He will not kill the... Oh, he will... Wait a minute. He can use the ability, lower this guy's health, and then kill the Mystic, transform into a Vampire Elder. Damn it. That's okay, I can deal with the situation. Mulligan first. Let's kill all the things, why not? I should probably stick with Flame Wave. It might be helpful. Here's a Vampire Priest. You know, he deals damage to an allied creature, regains Restores health to the hero. Which is fairly useless to him right the hell now. Because he doesn't have any other creatures. I can kill this guy right now. Have to use the flame wave. Do I want to mulligan the leprechaun? Because I don't particularly want the leprechaun. Let's mulligan the leprechaun. I get an Orc Trooper, that's nice. Flame wave and ability, that's 4 mana plus 2. I'll not be able to use the Orc Trooper's ability quite yet. But I don't desperately need to. And I haven't finished my thoughts about finesse. Unfortunately, this is recording live and I have it in the same channel as the game. So editing will either be a pain in the ass or will not be done entirely at all. He's not a vampire elder. But you probably could have guessed the gist of things by now. The gist of things, sorry. How cute. You can do cheap and pointless parodies, or you can do them well. But doing them well... It's not about the source material. It's more about your ability to utilize it and to create something new. I guess that's what it comes down to in quite a few cases, to the creative endeavor. To how much you put in and how much you get out of it. Is he dead yet? Hold on. Fall 3, yeah, he is. Why am I even stating these obvious things? Are there really people out there who consider parodies to be good just by the virtue of them being parodies? Or maybe when they want to make fun of a particular thing, they probably don't analyze quality all that much, they just get the titillation from the fact that something that they desperately want to be made fun of is made fun of, gets made fun of. Guess that makes them happy in a way. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's much value in the parody on its own. Well, here's my opponent. Kevzes the Fallen. Once a promising prodigy, Kevzes grew hungry for more magical power, made a pact with an archdemon. He gained the power he so desperately sought, but the price was his sanity. Now he is trying to open a permanent portal to the dimension of demons. No, please don't. Please, that never ends well for anyone. Defeat him, hero. For while he lives, our world will never be... Will this world ever be safe? You know, just asking, because so far it seems that the world is in peril in general from all sorts of angles, for a multitude of reasons. I'm not sure it's even worth saving this world. Look at this tiny little world, with this enormous tree here with something, this lovely temple with an angel holding us all, top of the mountains, it's just lovely. This enormous windmill, and these tiny houses, and these tiny kingdoms. Either that or the houses are enormous and the kingdom is relatively... Well, there are other possibilities. Maybe both of them are extremely small. Who knows? Maybe this isn't up to scale. It probably isn't. But the art is fairly cute, I would say. I appreciate... Look at the tiny pyramids over here. Everything is just so tiny and cute. Also, this guy apparently lives in this castle, in this city. He's not a recluse. He might be a recluse within, but he's not a recluse without. He's not geographically a recluse, a hermit. I'll get 100 crystals, whatever that is. Hello. How did I get new cards again? Oh, right, I'm going second. What, did he pass his first turn? You cannot replace this card. Well, damn. Gain 1 mana. I figured. Let's mulligan pure knowledge. Oh, great. Let's use the halfling to get a card. Oh, great. Fine, let's use Ritual of Power to summon the leprechaun. There we go. Firestorm. There goes the halfling. No, thankfully I got stuff. Dark Phantom. Whenever Dark Phantom deals damage to your opponent, the opponent discards the first. No! Halfling, protect me! I probably should try to deal with the Phantom at least partially. If he eliminates the Phantom in some... If he eliminates the Halfling, the Phantom will deal damage to me and I will discard the Firebolt. So, you know what? I have a different plan. I will use the Firebolt to kill this thing. Mulligan first. Mulligan first. Every time. Void Bolt deals enough damage. Kills the leprechaun. Void Bolt. The halfling is still alive. He's got a lot of removal. Alright. You know what? I will mulligan first. And then I will summon the Mystic and the Archer. And I will attack with the halfling. How about that? Dealing damage to his face. Firestorm. Yes, X damage to all creatures. Draw a card. Yeah, whatever. Screw you. Cultist. Destroy an allied creature and increase your spell power by 1. You know, that's pretty cute and all, but you don't have any other creatures. 10 plus 4. That's not quite enough. I probably should mulligan. This guy's attack will get buffed to 5. My Firebolt will be enough. Let's mulligan Flame Wave. Let's mulligan first. Let's summon the ancient Żubrs. And get rid of this guy. There's no point in using this guy's ability, unfortunately. And I cannot buff the Żubrs quite yet. There we go. Damage to the face. Lovely. But he has too many cards. Spiritual Plague. Destroy a creature, as well as all other creatures whose cost is lower than that creature's cost. In most cases, they'll just destroy all the enemy creatures. Lovely. Alright, so he's got removal. Instead, let's... If he targets my Priest of Fire, I'll be quite pissed. Let's just summon the Archer for now. I will summon the Priest of Fire and use this guy's ability next turn if any targets present themselves. I will not mulligan the Priest of Fire. He's an amazing guy. Boom! I'm glad I did not do that. Glad I kept the Priest. Right, Priest of Fire. Why am I blocking with the Priest? Should have blocked with the Elf, but whatever. Of course he's gonna kill the Priest. Warlock. Whenever that creature... Yeah, I've seen that. He should have played the Warlock first. Let's block with the Żubrs. I have much of a choice, do I? Use Mana Storm. And the Flame Wave. Get rid of the Phantom. Oh, that's bad news. Guess that's the best I could have done anyway. Use Warlock's ability. Reduce his attack, draw a card. Okay, we have a card, now what? Dark Fan, not again! Warlock, I don't like your cards. He probably likes the fact that I don't like his cards. Let's just summon the Żubr, lose some power. Mana Storm, damage! Will I be better off just buffing the Żubr or killing this Warlock? His attack I will kill the Warlock anyway with this guy. Let's buff the Żubr for now. Not mulliganing, so don't worry. Reduces attack, draws a card. Yeah, you know what? Go mill yourself. Dark Fan, not again! No! You know what? Deal with the unicorn. This guy will get buffed, which will kill the Warlock, finally. Not mulliganing. The Warlock's dead, only phantoms left. Boy, he's gonna kill the Żubr, isn't he? Yes, but not the one I expected him to kill. Ow. There goes my card. But I get a new one, so don't worry. Summon this guy. Bam, Mana Storm. I can't use the unicorn quite yet. Although it's a nice idea. Let's mulligan him. No, I think I'll buff the Żubr. Thank you very much. Let's try to get rid of the Phantom on the left side? Wasn't much choice in the matter. I couldn't have killed any of them quite yet. Fortunately, they cannot break through, and I have somehow won. That's promising. Use the Halfling, summon a card, get a Żubr. It doesn't matter, just buff the Żubr and the turn. GG. Have this shot. Do you really think you can defeat me so easily? That's not a shot. Do you really think you can defeat me so easily? Not a chance! I will retreat to the Isle of Madness for now. But mark my words, next time we meet, you will rue the day you crossed Kevzas. A portal opens behind Kevzas and he vanishes into another realm. Yeah, go fuck yourself. You have completed the first episode of the campaign, and as a result you have earned entry into the online league. You have also unlocked quests, which are battles against your opponents outside the main campaign. Each day you will receive 300 quests, defeat quest opponents to earn gold, crystals, and you know what? That's the end of the first campaign, isn't it? Is that the end of the campaign? In general, in total, all there's still more to this. Oh my, there seems to be more to this. Why are there more missions? No, these are quests. You'll get access to more quests, huh? These are the quests. However, you know, I guess I'm fine for now. I have seen what this game has to offer. I'm not entirely impressed. Yes, I've seen better, but it's okay. It's not a bad game. It's not a terrible game. It's okay, and for me that's just not good enough, which is kind of sad and perhaps somewhat unfair to the game. However, the worst part about this game is that there are better ones out there. And it just doesn't really have much to show for itself to compete. I guess that'll be it. Thanks for watching.